Speaking at the Judicial Workshop on Anti-Money Laundering and Asset Recovery in Windhoek, the director of FIC says the workshop comes at a time when Namibia finds itself having been grey-listed by the Financial Action Task Force as part of the jurisdictions under increased monitoring because of various strategic deficiencies that were identified in the national anti-money laundering regime.
The Intelligence Center serves as the national coordinating agency, and we find ourselves at the helm in ensuring that these strategic deficiencies are remedied as soon as possible, or at minimum according to the timeline set out to the FATF action plan, which expires in 2026. In doing so, it is important to give assurance to the Namibian nation that our government remains fully committed in working with the FATF to address these weaknesses, but more importantly, our efforts must be seen and are measures of self-correction aimed at a robust, responsive and resilient AML, counterterrorism financing and counter-proliferation financing.
In addressing some of the deficiencies, ASAP says last year, Namibia amended 9 laws and introduced 4 new ones to strengthen its regulatory framework of the financial sector and strengthen anti-money laundering measures.
These efforts have not gone unnoticed. Namibia has been largely applauded by the international AML community, who views this commitment to modernize our financial sector and our AML regime to align it with global standards such as the 40 recommendation of the Financial Action Task Force. The amendment and promulgation of these new laws, however, deals with one component of a two-tier approach. This passing of the laws and the amendment deals with the technical compliance with the 40 recommendations of the Financial Action Task Force.
ASAP also noted that the 11 immediate outcomes also assesses the technical, financial, and human capacities of these institutions in fighting both predicate and money laundering and other offenses such as the financing of terrorism and proliferation of weapons of mass destruction. The immediate outcomes will also be used as a tool to gauge the capacity and knowledge coordination between national agencies. Namibia, as a signatory to various UN conventions, is tasked, alongside other UN member states, to actively and effectively prevent and combat money laundering, terrorist financing, and proliferation financing. These obligations aims to safeguard the integrity and stability of the financial system and contribute to overall safety and security. July Nafuka, MBC News, Windhoek.